What's going on, YouTube? I just want to come live real quick just to throw out a conversation. I've been seeing Elon Musk a lot on TV, and we know that he just launched his one of his Tesla cars into space. So he's really on the verge of having people go into space, which I think is incredible, right? And he keeps on getting the question of, does he think that alien life exists? And briefly, he's like, yeah. Regardless, who cares what anybody thinks about, is there a possibility of alien life? I mean, when it comes down to it, when you do the math, of course, there's too many galaxies out there. There's universes on top of universes out there. So the next question is, when are we going to come in contact with alien beings? Like, if you think you got a good guess, let me know in the comments. Because I think that, of course, we always come in contact with them on this plane through various experiences. I've been extremely lucky myself. But I mean, in the physical, are they going to actually open up and present themselves in the physical? Are we going to be able to have craft out there that close to alien houses, alien homes, alien civilizations that want to help us out, or even ones that may want to harm us? I always argue the fact that this earth is extremely big. We don't even know anything about our own spinal cord. We don't know a lot about our consciousness, our mind. We don't even know anything about our seas, our oceans. We don't know what's under there. We can't go there. And people are looking to other galaxies, other places for aliens. Now, if you ask me, without a doubt, if you go under the deepest seas, the deepest oceans, you're going to find some intelligent beings. There are a lot of reports in the old days from people that were in the Navy that seen craft come right out the water. That was like the #1 sighting. Crafts coming out of the water. Navy men reporting to their captains, and all they will tell them is, listen, you didn't see anything. And they will get the point. I think it was, what is his name? David Cooper? Hold on, let me turn off that phone. I think it was David Cooper. He was working for the military, and he always seen crafts coming out of the water when he was in the Navy. This man went on record about the Freemasons, Illuminati, and everything that was going on pertaining to aliens, and all of these files that he had firsthand that he was actually sending to the president at the time, because they were still using what do you call it, the SOS thing. So he would get the message first, and he would send that message directly to the president. So if he didn't have classified stuff, I don't know who did. And his book was called Behold the Pale Horse. Look that up. And it's all like this. It goes in about an alien called Abe that they found in the Roswell crash, which is crazy. One of the most popular crashes, right? They found an alien called Abe on that craft, and they had him for years. Then he happened to get sick, and the staff that we had on hand had no idea how to help him. because his body looked completely different from the inside of ours. So at first, for the first year, I think he was just doing nothing but telling us lies. He didn't want to help us out. And then he opened up and he started to tell us about the universe and so on and so forth. Long story short, there's been in this same book, they said that aliens came to the signal to try to help him, but they didn't get there in time. But the aliens came, they had a conversation with the United States and the president at the time. I think it was Ronald Reagan. I'm not sure. Whatever president it was, he ended up getting ill and dying. And I'll look that up and I'll let you guys know. But anyway, they came down and they left an ambassador on each state. And they had conditions. Now, you know, Americans, of course, we're looking for weapons. We're looking for dominance. So we made a trade with them for, okay, you give us weapons, you give us technology, and you guys can abduct a couple of humans and cows or whatever you need to do. You just got to stay under this number. Now, if you're talking to a superior being, these guys were negative. I don't really know which race they was dealing with, but off the top, I just want to say it was the tall grays. It was the tall grays, or that actually work for the reptilians, so called. But you guys can check that yourself. Check the book out. But they didn't listen. They start grabbing as many as they wanted. As you've seen all the cow mutilations. We don't hear about that anymore, if you notice, right? You don't hear about cow mutilations because they keep it under wrap. Edward Snowden is also... Hey, what's going on? Edward Snowden also was... That's what the whole movie was about with Edward Snowden, about the surveillance. The surveillance is like that so they can see if aliens or extreme paranormal activity is taking place, so they can shut it down, hop on it right away with the Man in Black. Now, like even with this, me going live, like they have their eyes all over it. They have their eyes all over all devices. And let me tell you, even on your camera, if you turn on a light, you're being recorded. And that's only for the sake of alien beings. I know it sounds crazy, but believe it, look it up. All the information's there. They just need to keep a lid on it as much as possible. Why? Because if we truly find out that alien beings are there, it's going to break our society apart. It's not that people can't handle it. It's not that people can't handle it. It's just that it will destroy religion. It will destroy religion. That's why the Vatican's trying to get ahead of it. That's why they're slowly trying to release some stuff that they have. They're trying to say that if there is alien beings, well, they are a part of us and they are in the Bible. Now they're starting to throw things in there so it's relevant, so it won't contradict the Bible. But this is why that we haven't had disclosure, and we probably won't get disclosure, because it's a lot of money involved, it's a lot of technology involved that they don't want to release, because they have extremely nasty technology. I'm telling you, they have nasty technology that we can't even imagine. Now, even if we go back to World War II with Hitler, he had flying saucers. That was proven. He had flying saucers back then. He came into Nordic beings, and they was under the earth, and he had the same kind of trade. He was like, I don't know his exact trade, but they did trade technology with him, obviously. And we grabbed, after we supposedly won the war, we went in there, we grabbed his spacecraft and try to reverse engineer. And there's a lot of pilots that's coming out now that's talking on that, saying, yeah, I seen some crazy craft that that's way more advanced than anything that he ever seen before. It disappears. It goes side to side, up and down. It flies in angles that shouldn't even be possible. Yeah, man. So it's true. Check out Behold the Pale Horse. It will change your perspective on what you think is real and what you think is fake. Believe me, it changed mine. Yeah. So, like I was saying, Elon Musk, he's really on the verge. He's making some crazy steps right now. He's getting people out to outer space. I think by 2020, he's gonna have trips just open. Like if you could take a vacation in space if you want to. Like you can go to Mars, you could go to the moon, and now even on Netflix, if you have Netflix, you could look on Netflix. There's a show about the moon. I forgot what it's called, but they actually show an alien being. They show an alien being that they recovered from a craft that I guess Russia went up to the moon, and they went to the dark side of the moon. And to even back that up a little bit more, I remember Oprah had a live feed to a rover that was going over the moon. And I guess it went a little towards the dark side. And on live TV, they were showing like little huts and like little cave type places that people can live in. Big structures, buildings made out of, obviously made out of the material that was there, just the moon surface material, but it was really defined. You knew exactly what you was looking at. So, but they cut the feed off. Like soon as they seen that, they cut that feed off really quick. But believe me, it is out there. Well, anyway, on Netflix, you can look that up, and they will show you an actual alien that they found in the craft on the moon. I guess it was in a mummy. It's a female with some bones all pointing towards her third eye, and she kind of looks a little Asianish, kind of brown skin. It's pretty cool. Well, I just made this video just to say that I am sure 100% that we are going to be having contact with the aliens very soon. If not this year, at the least, well, I say at the longest, it's going to be 2025. Mark my words. I said it here on the record. Alright guys, this is Thompson TV. Check out my next video. It's going to be dropping Thursday. Of course, I'm going to come live probably tomorrow. But Thursday, I got a great video. Fantastic. I just went hard on that. It's about borax and all the benefits that it clears out your fluoride. It helps your third eye like crazy. It decalcifies the pineal gland. And I go over all the benefits, so don't miss that. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share this with anybody you know. And I will see you guys on the next one.